Yes, real estate loves acronyms. There are 24 you'll want to know for your test, so I decided to put this expanded version of my 3-minute flash review that you'll find in my video short section. I put this expanded version together to include some additional context and comments. So these are 24 you'll need to know for your exam. Also, don't forget to download the PDF study sheet of these 24 acronyms. I put the link to that PDF study sheet in the description of this video. Let's get started. Let's start with these 6 acronyms from my financing video. LTV, loan to value. Normally expressed as a percentage of the purchase price that a buyer would like to borrow from a lender. So an 80% loan to value would then mean that the buyer is going to put down 20% down payment. Here's an important point for your test. Loan to value percentage plus the down payment percentage will always equal 100% of the purchase price. FHA, Federal Housing Administration. Key point there, FHA does not make loans. The FHA insures lenders against losing money. VA, Veterans Administration. Once again, the VA does not make loans, but important distinction, the VA guarantees lenders against losing money if a borrower defaults. PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance. Think a conventional loan with a low down payment, let's say 10%, and a LTV at that point of what? 90%. The lender wants the borrower to buy insurance to protect the lender against losing money if that borrower defaults. It's private mortgage insurance. The P stands for private. Think non-government loan, because that takes us to an MIP, which is a mortgage insurance premium. Well, a mortgage insurance premium is the insurance that an FHA borrower will pay along with their loan if they put a low down payment on a mortgage. Maybe an FHA buyer puts 5% down. Loan to value would be what? 95%. That means that buyer needs to pay an MIP every month with their payment to insure the lender against losing money. ARM is an adjustable rate mortgage. Now for my valuation video, NOI, net operating income. That's something an appraiser uses to put a market value on a rental property or apartment building or any income producing property they're trying to appraise. NOI, net operating income, make a note, does not include debt service. Big point for the test. Cap rate or capitalization rate, otherwise known as rate of return. That's the rate of return that an investor would like when they buy an investment property. GRM, gross rent multiplier, specifically used by appraisers to help put a market value on a residential rental property. Good thing to remember for the test. Word associations, GRM, residential rentals. DUST, those are 4 characteristics of value. DUST or DUST, demand, utility, scarcity, and transferability. CMA, comparative market analysis. That's something a real estate licensee does to help a potential seller put a realistic market value and establish a list price on their home when they want to put it on the market. A BPO, broker's price opinion, is primarily done the same thing, but in many cases it's done by brokers on behalf of a bank who wants to sell a property. AVM, automated valuation method. That's often used to put market values on a large number of properties. From my agency video, we have old car and cold AC. Same thing, spelled different ways. These are your agent's fiduciary duties. These are duties owed by an agent to their principal. Old car, obedience, loyalty, disclosure, confidentiality, accounting, and reasonable skill and care. Cold AC, same thing. PTM, price, terms, motivation. Remember from your classwork, PTM is used to establish the first substantive contact, any discussion of a potential buyer's price, terms, or motivation. From my disclosure video, 3 key disclosures you'll want to know for your exam. TILA, Truth in Lending Act, regulates lenders. RESPA, Real Estate Settlement and Procedures Act, regulates everybody involved in the real estate transaction. And TRID, T-R-I-D, stands for Truth in Lending, RESPA, Integrated Disclosure. They simply combine the first two. From my land use control video, we have PETE, P-E-T-E. Those are the 4 government rights in land. You need to know these for your exam. Police power involves zoning. Eminent domain, government right to take private land. Taxation, think property taxes and special assessment taxes. And escheat, government's right to take abandoned property. POB stands for point of beginning. I want you to associate that with a metes and bounds legal description. From my practice of real estate video, we go to OPM, other people's money. You remember that's the only type of money that a broker can put into their trust account. 2 other important words for trust accounts in your review. Brokers cannot commingle funds. Commingling is mixing broker and trust account funds. The other word for trust accounts is conversion. Brokers cannot convert trust account money for personal reasons. And our last 2 acronyms are CERCLA and SARA. Both of these deal with hazardous waste sites. CERCLA is the Comprehensive Environmental Responsibility, Compensation, and Liability Act. Oof, that's a mouthful. And the last one is SARA, which is a sister act with CERCLA. SARA stands for Superfund Amendment and Reauthorization Act. Just remember both of those deal with hazardous waste sites.